Crazy Russian Dad here. As usual, I was gonna post some funny crap for you today, and then I opened internet and learned in the news about terrorist attacks in Belgium this morning. So sad, such tragedy, right? Two explosions or three, like somewhere between. The reports differ, 13 to 25 people dead. Tragic. And so multiple explosions, clearly organized, right? Not just one lunatic who throws whatever Molotov's cocktail somewhere, right? It is so sad. And people, I'm sure, ask, well, why do they hate us? That's the famous question, but it's not rhetorical. People ask it and there is usually no answer, but there is an answer. The answer is there is a war, not just war of terrorism, but ideologies, right? I put the responsibility and the blame on governments. Some governments and organizations, they use ideology to control their people, to stay in power, right? I mean, that's what they do. That's why ideology is so dangerous, right? Because I saw it myself in Soviet Russia, okay? Like, when I was in elementary school, I must have been 7 years old. They showed already, I remember in the textbook pictures, they showed this prototypical capitalist, this, you probably know the picture, the top hat and the big belly, right? And this was a 7-year-old child was already taught that capitalism was bad and socialism was good, okay? So why do they hate us? They hate us because the people who run their countries use the oldest trick in the book in order to rule their people. Okay, they need strong emotions for people to follow them. They need to unite people, and the oldest trick in the book is to create image of the enemy. You gotta blame somebody, okay? It's somebody's fault, somebody else's fault. You can blame the Jews, that's a good one. That's also up there in the book of tricks. But you can also blame some big power out there, because if you pick up a fight with a big entity like America or whatever, you're seen as strong, okay? And it's good if that power is far away, because then people cannot check it for themselves. So why do they hate us? Well, that's why they hate us. They hate us because they get it, I don't want to say with mother's milk, it's not there, but they get it from school, they get it from books, they get it from propaganda. Look what happened in Nazi Germany. Goebbels, right? Who was he? Chief propaganda officer. Look how much negative stuff they accomplished. So that's why they hate us, right? So as the founding fathers of this country said, be vigilant. It's a beautiful phrase, very apropos for this occasion. I interpret it as pay attention to what's going on in the world. It's good to be peaceful, and it's good to be tolerant, and it's good to be all of that, but even in the Gandhi, Nahimsa, whatever, the Indian tradition of non-violence, I read somewhere that if a wild animal attacks you, you have to protect your village or yourself or your family, or you'll be eaten and destroyed. So it's a sad day today, okay? It's not a funny transmission, so pay attention, okay? Good night.